So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining today's webinar, Basics for BIM 360 Design Setup. And for those of you who are attending this webinar, you are probably have installed BIM 360 or looking to join sign up BIM 360 Design. And today we're going to go over some of the basic tips and tricks to get you going. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm one of the presenters today. I'm Eva Lai. I'm the Industry Account Manager for SolidCAD. I manage the AEC clients within Ontario. And today my counterpart is our technical consultant, Patrick Siemek. He is also one of our trainers, and his expertise is Revit. And just to go over what we do, for those of you who are not familiar with SolidCAD, and let me just take a moment to walk you through about what we do. We do training. We do have two types. Usually we have open courses or customized trainings. However, under this circumstances right now, we are offering training online. So for those of you who are interested to set up training, you may contact me. We can provide some details for you. We do BIM consulting, scan to BIM, we host events, we have Revit Pub Nights once every quarter, and we really look forward to our next in-person gathering to have a beer. And of course, we do technical support when it comes to installation of your software. And you might recognize some of these logos for our partners, and namely Autodesk. We are the #1 reseller for Autodesk in Canada, and other industry-related partners such as Bluebeam, CTC, Faro, Metapor. These are visualizations and so forth. And for those of you who might be aware that Autodesk had extended their trial for BIM 360 Docs and Designed. The trial has been extended until May 31st. So if you have not downloaded the trial is 30 days usually. But this announcement was made in late March, so they were giving a longer period of time for the trial. And we have package service offerings for those of you who might be interested to to get some help from our services in terms of getting kickstart with BIM 360 Designed. We do have some special package for you to get you started. And overall, if you are looking to kickstart the BIM 360 project as a whole, such as the BIM 360 Docs and BIM 360 Design, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. We do have also another package service offering to get you started in this whole platform. And without further ado, I would like to pass it over to my other presenter, Patrick, and you can take over. And just some housekeeping, all of the participants are muted. You may type in your questions in the chat box and we can check it periodically and address them. Thank you.
Thank you, Eva. Good afternoon, everyone. As Eva mentioned, my name is Patrick Siemek. I'm a technical consultant from the BIM AEC team at SolidCAD Solutions. And today what we're going to be doing is going to go over BIM 360 Design basics for setup, how quickly we could set up the tenant site, add members, create projects, and get a consistent workflow. So from here, as we could see, everyone during a project is collaborating from teams to members, and it is difficult at times to share data and have a single location where the data comes from. Couple challenges that everyone is facing is security and accountability, team communication, the complexity of the projects, and inefficient tools. Successful project outcomes depend on consistent communication with the team throughout every project phase. It is extremely important that as we work in a remote environment, we must be able to successfully connect teams and information in a central project location in the cloud to improve productivity, reduce rework, and accelerate project delivery. BIM 360 Design is Autodesk design collaboration software where you can access real-time Revit cloud work sharing and collaboration workflows at any time from anywhere. So here we have the BIM 360 design and document management, which I am going to be going through how we could set it up and different ways that we could have our remote projects being in the cloud. Getting started. So first thing you will need to do is subscribe to BIM 360. There are paid subscriptions and trial accounts are currently available. Due to COVID-19, BIM 360 and design will be free for commercial use until May 31st, 2020. Once an account administrator or a user subscribes to BIM 360, the account administrator will automatically receive a welcome email with a link to get started. Once the link is activated, we then create a tenant site. So the account administrator will have a portal that they could access and log into. Through the account administration portal, you can manage your BIM 360 account, including projects, members, and companies. BIM 360 has two levels of administration to ensure security and control across your projects. You have an account administrator that looks over the whole tenant site, and you also have project administrators who look at specific projects as an admin. Only account admins can create new projects, activate BIM 360 services, and also assign project administrators. Project activation. So to create a project, there are two simple steps that we can use. First, create a project, and step two is activating the services. The account admin will click on projects and then add a new project. From there, they input all the different types of information from the name of the project to the location and any other information that is usable within the project itself. Once the project has been created, you then activate services. So BIM 360 has different types of modules or services that can be activated per project. Right now, the ones we're going to be going through is the document management and design collaboration. Having these two services activated allows you to collaborate your Revit projects to the cloud itself, and also then use document management file share throughout the project life. Once the project is created, a project administrator will be assigned to that specific project. Account admin will assign a project admin to a project itself. Project admin will invite members to the project. Project members will then receive an email of invitation to the project itself, and then will be able to access the project directly from the BIM 360 site, and if they have these specific modules attached. Project members, so again, the project admin will give each user level access to modules within the project. So there are a couple different types. There is administrator access, member access, and no access. Depending on the modules that are being selected, so document management and design collaboration, the project admin can give access to each user based on an administrative level or just a member access level 2. Folders. So once inside of the project and members have been added, teams can be created. When teams are created, then team folders are assigned to them. Project admins and users with administration level access to the document manage module can create folders. Project admins can create teams under the design collaboration module. Creating teams under the design collaboration module will automatically create folders within the project files in document management. Teams are to be created to use design collaboration module. So again, this allows you to use your Revit files and projects in the cloud. Creating basic folders. So again, when a team is created, a folder is automatically assigned to the project files location. So plans and project files can have folders created within them. Plans, the folder structure, is where you can manage, download, review, and publish the latest set of construction-related documents in both 2D and 3D formats. Project files, project-related documents including design data and all other document types. You can think of project files of where all your Revit documentation should be, so where the project will live. Also, any documents that is assigned to it, like CAD files and other documents too. When folders have been created, you then have folder permissions. Project admins and users with the administration level access to the document management module assign project members with folder permissions. So there is view only, view and download, view, download, upload and edit, or full folder control. So again, depending on the user that is selected, you can then assign different types of permission levels to the folders themselves. Revit models. So upload model to BIM 360. Project members with design collaboration module assigned to them can upload a Revit model to BIM 360. Project members can only upload models to projects they have been allowed access to. So again, depending on the account admin or project administrator, whoever has been invited to the project will then have the access to upload or access the models inside of Revit itself. Design collaboration. Once the Revit model has been uploaded to BIM 360, users can utilize all the tools that document management and design collaboration has in store. So with those tools, or with the document management and design collaboration, you could do things like publishing, markups, issues, file versioning, compare documents, timelines, and many more. A key feature within the design collaboration is the timeline. So when multiple teams or Revit files are linked into a specific project, a timeline is activated underneath the design collaboration module. From the team space, when you click project model, all the models from the other teams are combined into one aggregated model that you can browse, compare, and analyze. Timeline. The timeline tracks the packages that collaborating teams have shared and consumed throughout the lifecycle of a project. Package. So what is a package? Package is a container that allows you to bundle your team's models, views, sheet sets, and supporting documents to share with other teams. So from here, what I'm going to show is actually the live version of BIM 360 and how it can be used. So as an account administrator, you open up your BIM 360 website, and from here you would have the account admin options. So again, with the option at the top, account admin, from here you're able to add projects. So again, as an account admin, you are able to add a project, add all the information that is regarding to the project itself. So again, from project name, construction type, project address, adding the images. So again, project admin sets up the project initially. Once the project has been activated, you then, inside of the project itself, specific services are being added to each individual project. So again, from here, we can see the different types of services that are allowed to be activated per project. So from document management to design collaboration, which here we have them being active. So again, document management, managing the documents inside of the project itself. Design collaboration, which would be the Revit side of the project environment. So with the project services activated, the account admin, once again, what they would be doing is adding members. So again, different members can be added to the projects, and with these different members, you then have different access levels to different modules. So different companies can be activated, as we have here, as we can see a list of different users with their companies. Different roles can be assigned. So with the different roles, there is different access to different modules. Modules can be activated, again, on a level basis. Do you have an administration level? Do you have a member access, or no access at all? Once those permissions have been added, or the members have been added to the project itself, inside of the document management, here you'll have the different folder structures. So from here on the left side, we have the plans. So again, these are going to be the files that you can create different milestones. So again, any of the 2D and 3D construction related documents that can be applied to these areas. markups can be added to them. Issues can also be added within those fields too. Project files. So again, a different folder structure from here, which project files are the files used within the Revit projects themselves. So again, the Revit file will be located in the project files, any related documents to those files, CAD files, PDFs, anything that is going to be used within the project environment itself. So again, different teams can have different folders to them. With these folders being created, you also have different permissions. So again, based off of different folders, there are permissions that can be activated to the users. With the permissions of the folder, you have a list of members within the project environment. And from here, you can then start activating what users have what control. So from here, we could always select any user and then give them view only, view download, upload only, view download upload, again, editing options, or full folder control. With these teams, once those are set up, users then have the ability to access the design collaboration portion. So inside of the Revit environment, when a model is being uploaded to the cloud environment, we could then use the design collaboration module. Inside of the design collaboration module, here you could see a list of different teams along with a timeline at the top indicating what the different teams have done. So have the teams published any files? Have they shared any information? And again, with the different icons, as we can see, full circles, circles that are hollow, or kind of half circles, they all indicate different types of options that have been related to the files uploaded or published to the timeline. And here we could see the timeline with the different teams on the left and different areas and times of what has been done to the packages that have been applied to the timeline from the project. Inside of the Revit environment, when everyone has the access to the design collaboration module, users can then upload their models directly to the project cloud file. So at the top, you could always collaborate directly to the cloud, and then depending on the projects that you have been assigned to, you can then add those projects directly to the BIM 360 design collaboration folder. Once you have the files uploaded to BIM 360 itself, inside of the Revit environment from the main screen, you will then get a BIM 360 dialog box where you can then see the different tenant sites that you have been linked to, along with the different projects that you have been allowed access within it. So within the projects themselves, when you start selecting it, you start to see your folder structure that has been created in BIM 360 document management, and that will then reflect itself back into the Revit environment. So example here, we start to see just the different team folders as we have here that were on the document management side in the BIM 360. And as for that, so with this quick demonstration of how we could set up BIM 360 from the start, so creating the tenant site by subscribing to BIM 360, then having access to the tenant site, creating the different projects based off of the ones that are needed. With those projects, different members can be added to specific projects. Different levels of access can be associated to each and every single user based off the different modules or even folder structure. Also having the timeline within the design collaboration to see exactly where and how the flow of work is going. But in the end, what it is, BIM 360 is then the central location of all the different files, documents that are being used within a project lifecycle, and easy for each and every single to access within the project itself. So if there are any questions regarding the BIM 360 setup, there is a chat which we could then have a couple questions if anyone has any.
We don't have any questions as of now, so please go ahead and continue. Thanks, Patrick.
So with this, well, this would kind of wrap up just a quick basic setup with the BIM 360. So with that. So if there are no other related questions to BIM 360, that would kind of be the ending of the presentation. So a quick basic setup from subscribing to creating a tenant site, adding projects to your tenant site, adding team members, creating teams, folder structure.
Thank you, Patrick. Does anyone want to see a little bit more details in terms of how to set permissions and stuff like that, or any other features within the BIM 360 design? Or any questions, you can type it into the chat box. If not, we can have your questions offline. Here you see our contact information, myself and Patrick's email and phone number. Should you have any other technical questions, feel free to send us an email and we can take your questions offline. And thank you very much for attending today's webinar. Hope you have a great day and great rest of the week.
So Eve, I think we have a question here.
Okay, here, where?
Can you go over folder setup again, please? So,
Sure, take over as presenter.
just give me 1 second. So the question regarding folder setup. So folder setup, how it is created once document management has been activated and design collaboration, teams are then created. So you could have example team A and team B created within the design collaboration module. When that team is created, it automatically creates a folder inside of BIM 360 underneath the project files. So underneath the project files, once teams have been activated, they then create a folder structure within the project files area. Also within the file or within the BIM 360 area, you are able just to create folders simply by clicking the dialog box and just adding subfolders. And then with those subfolders that have been created, permissions are then granted to each user depending on which folder you want to give access regarding to that. And permissions are based off of viewing, editing, uploading, or downloading.
All right, do we have any other questions? If not, we can always take your questions offline. Feel free to send us an email. Patrick, do you see any other questions coming in?
Nothing here. I see.
Okay.
Nope, just a couple thank yous.
All right. All right. Then I'm going to stop broadcasting. And thanks for attending today's webinar.